two important questions for any person interested in the spiritual life. One, does there exist a reality that is somehow different in kind from the reality we experience every day? Two, if it does exist, does that reality exist somehow within the reality we experience every day, within ourselves, or is it in a separate existence? These questions, which are the core of religious and spiritual teachings, which of course answer that there is a separate reality to the one we experience every day, we should try to come to our own understanding of what the questions mean and how they can be answered. Of course, fundamental to answering these questions is to understand what we mean by real. And there, unless we are to base ourselves on what other people say, what is written in books, which may or may not be true, we have to base ourselves on our own experience and what we know about what we experience and how that whole mechanism of experience is enacted, and from that what we can deduce to know for as being true by itself, in of itself, without any intermediary. Because only that can be real which we can be sure of as being true. If we cannot be sure that something is true, then we cannot call it real or true. And there we have to therefore examine the assumptions in the first part of the question, or the part of the question which assumes that what we take as being real, our everyday experience, is in fact true, and in what way it is true. To do this, as I've said, we need to examine the phenomenology and the biology of experience. And to do that, we can say sight, for example. It is a fact that all our experience of light through the eyes is an internal imagination, a picture created in the mind on the impulse of electrochemical signals passing through the optical nerve to the vision center in the brain. Electrochemical signals in turn transduced from electromagnetic radiation, which comes from the supposed shining object outside of us. The actual experience of light that we are also very familiar with is a completely psychological, imaginal experience. This by itself is worth thinking about and trying to understand what it means. And that would be the end of this little talk, because I hope you'll be able to come to the understanding that leads from this, or either to refute it as a truth, or to take on board what it actually means. Thank you.